A jolly good morning here from London. It's early in the morning, it is 7 a.m. and I'm on my way to London's most exciting airport, London City Airport. Yesterday London was all stormy, but today is quite okay. Should be a good flight hopefully. And there we are, London City Airport. I'm already checked in, so let's go inside and I'll explain to you what I have planned for today. And here we are, as at now, after a very quick security check. London City Airport is super busy this morning, and I guess every morning really. So there were lots of passengers at security, but it was all super fast. I was through in 5 minutes. They have these scanners where you don't have to take out anything. You can leave your shoes on. It was really efficient. And then right after security, they have a water refill station, and also around the terminal you have like lots of free water refill stations. That's also much appreciated. The terminal itself, I mean, the main area, like where the restaurants are and like the duty-free shops, that's super busy. So many people. But when you walk far enough in the gate area, there is like a lot of space here, at least today. Okay, so what am I doing today? Well, today seems to be kind of a sunny day in London. I mean, it's still dark, but it seems like cloudless and sunny. However, it is not enough sun. That's why we're gonna fly an airline today called SUN-AIR. Now, many of you may be familiar with that airline already because they've been operating to London City for a while now under a franchise with British Airways. So essentially, it's a British Airways flight operated by SUN-AIR. SUN-AIR is a Danish airline. Their official name is SUN-AIR of Scandinavia, and essentially they operate a fleet of the jet version of the Dornier 328, and as I've just mentioned, it is not a like regular wet lease sort of thing. I mean, it is a wet lease, but they actually operate under the British Airways brand as a like franchise. So the aircraft is actually also painted in a British Airways livery. And from here in London City Airport, they operate flights to Billund in Denmark. Have you flown on this route? Let me know in the comments. Boarding will start in an hour. I'm super early. It's actually my first time flying out of London City Airport, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. So I arrived a bit earlier than I probably had to. But anyway, now I have like 1 more hour to spend here. I could have some breakfast here, but they will also serve breakfast on the flight. That's actually like a special thing on this route, or like on the flights operated by SUN-AIR. They actually give you like a full meal service. London City is a really fascinating airport actually. I'm sure many of you have been here already, but as I said, it's my first time. This airport really does not have much space. There's like a very narrow apron area, and you really need to find space to park the aircraft. And there's only one taxiway as well. So what I just observed is a British Airways Embraer just turned into a parking stand here, but that was not to park. Like, it just needed some space to go. It just needed to wait here until its actual parking stand is available. So you can see there's really not much space, and sometimes aircraft even taxi on the runway, I think. Speaking of the runway, it is about 1,500 meters long. It's kind of a short runway, and the takeoff roll distance that is available is actually only about 1,200 meters. So you cannot use the whole runway for your takeoff roll, but you can only use like 1,200 meters. And landing here is actually more challenging because the instrument landing system for this runway has a 5.5 degree angle. Normally, at any airport around the world, it would be only 3 degrees. They also have like 3.2 degrees for one runway in Frankfurt, but usually it's really just 3 degrees. And here you have 5.5. That's almost twice as much. The Embraer is really one of the few aircraft types, like the Embraer 170 and the Embraer 190, that are allowed to operate to this airport. You see, because of that steep approach angle, aircraft need to have a specific certification to operate into this airport, and the Embraer jets are one of the few aircraft types that have these certifications. The Dash 8 400 is also one of them, and obviously the Dornier 328, which we're gonna take later. And I would say I will see you when I'm on board SUN-AIR.
may be quite turbulent in approach due to the wind conditions in Denmark at the moment, but all in all, nothing that should affect the flight. From the flight deck, we do wish a pleasant flight now. Thanks.
My personal welcome to you all, and welcome back our executive club members and onboard frequent flyers. We'll shortly start our onboard service, and we'll be offering all of you breakfast with juice, coffee and tea, and wish you a lovely flight.
And we're already airborne out of London City, runway 27, absolutely calm takeoff. It's a beautiful day outside, sunny. I didn't know London had sunny days. Just kidding, yeah, it's a beautiful climb out. Apparently the weather in Billund is not as nice, but we'll see about that when we get there. For now, let's enjoy this flight on Oscar Yankee November Charlie Oscar. It is a close to 23-year-old Dornier 328, and it has kind of always been flying in and out of the UK, like for various UK airlines, and then at some point SUN-AIR in Denmark picked it up, and now it's like still flying to the UK. Cabin service should start very shortly, and yeah, we'll see what we get. The breakfast service has arrived and it looks fantastic. You get like some cheese, some pastrami, some vegetables, there's even like a fried egg or something, a yogurt, and they also had like a whole bread basket with like different types of breads and croissants, and there's also some jam for the croissant. It's really nice. Let's dig in. Meal service is finished, tray table cleared. I just held on to my tea for a little while longer. It was really good. I mean, it's not a warm meal. Presumably this aircraft does not have an oven, so I guess they can only provide cold meals. But anyway, it's pretty good. Service is really good as well. Flight attendant is lovely, very friendly. And since we were just talking about the aircraft, this aircraft has 32 seats in a 1-2 configuration. Very comfortable seats, I have to say. Very nice legroom as well. And today there are only 9 other passengers on the flight, so yeah, it's not busy at all. Like now it's Monday morning and we're going to Billund. Maybe the Monday morning flights from Billund to London City are busier, and then for going back there's not too much demand. I don't know. I'm sitting here on seat 10F. My original seat was actually 11A on the left side, which would have also been fine, but there's actually the kitchen and the bathroom behind me, and the flight attendant suggested maybe it's nicer to move here. And yeah, row 10 is definitely also a good row with a nice window view on the right hand side. On the left hand side it's a different story, because as you can see, the windows in row 10 and 9 on the left side are not really aligned with the seats. So if you want to have a nice window view, avoid seats 9A and 10A, because yeah, you won't have a nice view. I think pretty much all the other seats are fine. It's just 9A and 10A that are a bit tricky.
So wish you a pleasant stay in the Billund area. Thanks.
1 hour after takeoff and we are already in the descent towards Billund, landing in about 15 to 20 minutes. We actually departed London City about 20 minutes behind schedule, but I think we caught up on a bit of a delay. It was a smooth flight. Let's see how the weather in Billund is, and I will get back to you once we're on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and his crew, can we now welcome you to Billund. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the ISIL and exits clear from baggage. Please take care of opening the overhead lockers. Before leaving the airport, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. All of us at British Airways and SUN-AIR would like to thank you for flying us this morning. It has been a pleasure to have you all on board, and we look forward to welcoming back in very soon. We wish you a lovely Monday.
Welcome to Billund Airport, the second busiest airport in Denmark. Wow, what a weather. It's not raining, but it's like really windy, very stormy. And that landing, man, I don't know if you can properly see it in the video, but like just before touchdown, we were like tilted towards the left, sort of. So we touched down with the left main gear first, and then we kind of turned around. So you could really tell that, I mean, I can also feel it now, that the wind is like coming from the southwest sort of, and the pilots were really fighting. Like also the approach was really bumpy, and yeah, that landing must have looked quite spectacular from the outside. Anyway, we're here now. Yeah, Billund Airport is kind of a peculiar airport really, because there's not really much around. There's no like major city around here, but it's still the second busiest airport in Denmark. There's a lot of cargo that goes in and out of here, and they also have like some maintenance facilities for like aircraft here. And then of course there's Legoland right south of the airport. Yeah, but all in all, quite peculiar. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a bus to another town where I'm gonna stay tonight. It will depart in like 15 minutes, hopefully. I hope you liked today's video. Leave a comment if you have done this route as well. My next flight is going to be a domestic flight here in Denmark. As always, if you want to find out where I'm going next, subscribe, and I will see you on the next flight. Until then, enjoy your travels.